Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me. Apologies for not being there on this past Thursday, but at around the time that I wanted to start streaming, my roommate was doing stuff with people in a call, and I didn't want to interrupt him, so I just kind of decided not to. But here we are. It's time we got it out of the way. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Paladin, everyone's favorite job questline. I'm not gonna lie to you folks, this one's not very good. And it's gonna become immediately obvious very quickly. But despite all that, we still have to do it, because that's just the way it is on this bitch of an earth. Aside from that, however, we will also probably be doing some tribe quest rank ups, because I'm ready to rank up the Vath and the Vanu Vanu to their penultimate levels. We're not gonna if we have time for those two, then we won't do the Moogles, because there's nothing else to do for the Moogles. But big news, I have now cataloged every single tribe quest that you can get from all three of the tribes in Heavensward, which means I will begin working on recording those videos sometime soon. So look forward to those in the near future. But let's get switched over. Here we are. Well, let's get into it, I suppose. Let me also just give a quick once-over to my gear really quick here. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Hello, Genlins. An exemplary example. Genlins would look to a renowned free paladin for aid. Who? Oh yeah, us. We live in troubling times, Ruja, as well you know. That is why it is more important than ever that the Sultan's Sworn stand ready to serve as the sword and shield of the Sultanate. For a time, I feared that our order was doomed, but then you helped us restore our good name. Your shining example inspired many young men and women to seek us out. Even as we speak, they train to hone their skills. Few words of encouragement from the famed Free Paladin herself would do much to motivate them further, I should think. Perhaps you would consider paying them a visit at Camp Blue Fog. Okay. Really gripping stuff so far. Our younger paladins would surely benefit from a few words of encouragement from you. Forgive me the imposition, but would you call upon them at Camp Blue Fog? Sure. How have you guys been? I have been okay. I just got back from my cousin's wedding. I'm generally not a huge fan of wedding parties, because whenever the dancing starts and the loud music happens, that's about the time that my social battery generally tends to run out, which means I'm both overstimulated and I really just don't want to talk to anybody anymore, which is never great. But I did get to hawk some pull tabs to people, because my family was running like a little fundraiser type thing for the bride and groom to win prizes like cash, centerpieces, pictures, family recipes, bags of candy, so on. Oh, hello, Owen. A pleasure to meet you, Ruja. My name is Owen. At the moment, Felice and I are conducting drills with the new recruits at the East Watchtower. They'll be thrilled to see you, I'm sure. Recovering from a rough birthday week? I'm sorry to hear that, Bees. I'm glad you're recovering, though. Why does she have... Oh, wait, no. I know why, because she's... Yeah. Since we know you're a woman of few words, I thought we might forego this speech and ask you instead with a display of swordsmanship. We've laid out the bait for the basilisks already, in fact. You need only wait for them to come. Oh, didn't ask me you were going to do that, huh? That's cool, I guess. I'm sure this will end well for me. I don't know why we couldn't have just killed any of these other basilisks that are also in the same area, but whatever. What do I know? Awesome. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Truly a rousing performance, Rusha, thank you. It's one thing to talk about proper technique, but an altogether different thing to see it firsthand. I think it's safe to say that the recruits will long remember this day, as will I. Thank you again for the demonstration, Rusha. Pray convey my gratitude to Captain Genlins as well. Oh, that's it, huh? Alright, well, off we go, I guess. Chamber of Rule. Hello. Welcome, Ruja. I gather the recruits took your lesson to heart. I don't know, probably. Would that I had some way to repay you, some knowledge or technique to bequeath to you. I am humbled to admit there is nothing I can teach you. All I can offer you is my heartfelt thanks. Pray go forth, my friend, and continue to defend the people of Ul'dah and Eorzea at large. That's right, everybody, that's the end of the quest line. Nothing else. No more techniques, even. You get nothing. Fuck off. Begging your pardons, Ruja. Oh, it's Papa John's. We need to talk, but not here. At the dispatch yard outside the city. Okay. Wait, first let's go talk with Genlin, see how he's doing. Hey, bud. Was that Master Papa John just now? Well, if you had had words, then do not let me keep you. Remember, better ingredients, better paladins. Yeah, this one. Yeah, here he is. Hey, Papa John's, what's up? What's good, man? What's going on? Thank you for coming, Ruja. You must be wondering why I called you here. It concerns Sulk-Zagil, Genlin's predecessor. As you might recall, he continues to search for Oathkeeper, the sword stolen from us by the Monetarist's minions. From time to time, he sends me missives, sharing with me his latest discoveries. His most recent one contains a startling claim. He wrote that he had found the sword at long last. But that was some time ago, and he has not contacted me since. I would not trouble Genlins with this news, not until I learn what has become of Sulk-Zagil, at the very least. Will you help me find him? Sure. I knew I could count on you, Ruja. For now, all I know is that his latest missive came way to me by way of Ishgard. Once I learn more, we can begin the search in earnest. Damn, that's crazy. It just so happens that the letter came from the place where we're finally allowed to go into. How convenient for us. Hello. The paladin who cried wolf. Papa John is relieved to see you. Ah, just the woman I was hoping to see. I know now from where Sulk-Zagil sent his last missive to me. Falcon's Nest, a hamlet in Corthus' Western Highlands. It is there I would have you begin your search. Reclaiming Oathkeeper would do much to restore the honor of the Sultan Sworn, but we must not get ahead of ourselves. First, we must find our missing man. I want nothing more to join you on your search. However, Genlins would take note of my absence, and I do not wish to involve him just yet. Yep, so we just abandoned Genlins because he can't teach us anything anymore. And then we go fucking, I don't know, tramp around in Ishgard, I guess. Skysteel. Okay, just gotta talk to a number of people here then. Emiracel? A Rogadin paladin. Well, I do recall a traveler who spent several days here, at least. Great. No other information, I guess. Hi, guy looking at sky. There was a pitched battle the other night out in the wastes. Involved a rather large man and a party of his fellow heretics, to hear the scouts tell it. Naturally, we chose not to intervene. If they wish to kill each other, by all means. There was a dude, a large man. Solgzagel? Never heard of him. Was he one of the new craftsmen working with 100 Eyes? Sorry, we see an awful lot of new faces around here. Most leave an impression. Other than the heretics and bandits, that is. 100 Eyes. Hi there. Heard he was asking after a Rogadin, and in a fashion that might give a man cause to worry. Aye, I know Solgzagel. New, I shall say. Older fellow, spent some time chatting with the young blood, came through like the rest of us before him, looking for the same thing we all do. Bandits ambushed him out in the night, out in the wastes. Buried him with my own 2 hands the next day, out near Camp Riversmeet. Constant took it especially hard, close as he was to him. Wait, what? I laid him to rest up in the yard up on the ridge out by Camp Riversmeet. If you have a mind to pay your respects. They just killed him? He's dead? Killed by banditos? What a way to go. Oh, there's like a little guy here. Hey, man. Oh. Oh, it's Death's Embrace again. We remember these guys from the last time we were doing Paladin stuff. The last couple of assholes who didn't do a very good job of killing us. A lot of those going around. Okay, I need a suitably stupid voice for this kid. Alone's blessings be upon you, miss. I say that was a rather frightful experience. Were you a friend of Solgzagel's too? Good. That is to say, my condolences. I knew that there had to be others who would want to know. 'Twas the works of Death's Embrace, I'd wager. Those fiends you slew just now were sent by them as well. My kinsmen think them but another band of sellswords and heretics. If only they knew what they were truly capable of. I can only hope they will heed my warnings this time, if you would excuse me. Goodbye. Ruja, this is Papa John's. Have you found Solgzagel? Your pizza is on the way. Apparently he's dead. Gods almighty! Slain by Death's Embrace! I heard some of those bastards were still skulking about, but I never thought they would try to... Wait, could it be that they were the ones who held Oathkeeper? And that they who killed Solgzagel when he tried to take it back? Damn it all, we've still no answers. Though there is still the boy. Get after him and find out what he knows. Alright, let's beat this kid up until he gives us the information that we want. Oh, man. I've been sleeping with my stupid pillow that lets me raise my legs up so often that I am not used to sleeping in beds like hotel beds that don't have them. Hello, Constantine. Tell me what happened. Where is my guy? A pleasure to see you again, miss. Was there something you wish to discuss? Yeah, the old man. Oh, so you're the free paladin that Solkzagel told me about. It's an honor to meet you at last, Ruja. That is for the second time. My name is Constantine. Truly honored, miss. Truly, truly honored. Sorry if I'm a bit out of sorts. It's just, I've been thinking about him a lot. Well, the day we first met, when he saved me, how his sword glistened as he danced among the walls. Oh, I wanted to fuck him so bad. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I begged him to teach me the ways of the paladin, and so I could save others like he had saved me. He must have turned me down a dozen times before he finally relented, probably because he caught me asking around about Oathkeeper. But I suppose he didn't think I was strong enough to help him reclaim the sword. Why else would he sneak off to challenge Death's Embrace while I was away? I should have been there, Ruja. I should have been there. I've decided I'm going to take it back. Oathkeeper, I mean. He said I wasn't ready to wield this soul, but what choice do I have now that he's gone? We just gave him a soul stone too, huh? They're just giving him out to fucking anybody, I guess. You want to find it too, don't you? Then help me, Ruja, please. You will. Halone be praised. You won't regret this. Oh, if Solkzagel could see us now. Two paladins are united in purpose. Well, I suppose it's rather premature for me to claim this title, isn't it? One veteran paladin and one aspiring paladin, then. United in purpose. We shall recover Oathkeeper and bring Solkzagel's murderers to justice. As soon as I uncover some new information, that is. Let's split up and look for clues. Sorry, I just need to make a note because, let's see, where do I don't even remember where I keep this particular note. Yes, there we go. There we go. Hey buddy, I'm back. Big solarettes to fill. Constantine has made an exciting new discovery. I have tidings, Aruja. Hidden amongst Solkzagel's belongings was a gurnal, and the final entry of which contains what appears to be a map of the Gorgain holding, marked a spot near the river, and though he did not write why. Surely, yet considering how devoted he was to recovering Oathkeeper, surely it has some relation. I say we sally forth and investigate. We may encounter wild beasts or worse, of course, but we are well equipped to face them. Well, that is to say that you are. But here I go anyway. I guess. Whoopee! And out we go. If I remember rightly, so my memories of this are very slight. I remember kind of the way that each quest ends, in a sense, and also what the last mission is. And I also remember thinking how stupid it was the entire time. But I also... no, I'm pretty sure that the only areas that we go to are exactly Big Korthus and maybe the Forelands. I don't think we go anywhere else other than those two areas. Which is just awesome. Really good use of the zones. The fuck? Where did you get those Chanel boots from? Impressive, eh? It took some doing, but I managed to resize Solkzagel's solarets. They should afford me excellent protection against, thigh-high threats. And I gotta admit, I'm kind of serving in these shiny swallerets. Anyway, wait, let's see where this map leads. Somewhere over yonder, perhaps? If I'm reading the map correctly, the spot Solkzagel marked is the other side of the river? Oh, I guess that is a river, isn't it? Frozen blood. Can you guys see the frozen blood? There it is. Trail of frozen blood leads west. Oh, and there's a gallant coronet. Gallant coronavirus. A light catches your eye, and on closer inspection, you find a gallant coronet buried beneath the snow. That's cool, I guess. Hey, dude. Thanks for helping look, by the way. Or was it further to the... Oh, Rouge, did you find anything? Yeah, I found a gallant coronet. Headgear common to the Sultan-sworn elite. Solkzagel's coronet. Then he did come here. There was a trail of blood as well, you said. Let's follow it and see where it leads. I will say there is one thing about this quest that I like that I'll bring up when it becomes a little bit more apparent. Hey, bud. What is this? Blood? I think it's ketchup, buddy. It seems to lead towards the Dusk Vigil. Does it? Because that's over there. I would have thought maybe led that way, but you know what, whatever. Also, that is not the direction to the Dusk Vigil. You want to move a little bit to the left here, buddy. Hi. Hope this is not Solkzagel's blood. Well, we already know he's dead. Allegedly. I think it's taking us westward. Boy, this is gripping, isn't it? Oh, and he's under attack immediately. Oh, hey, guys. Careful, this one looks like she can fight. Get the other one. That fucker stunned me. Death's Embrace Poisoner, Black Mage, a class well known for using poisons. I didn't even hit him, he just fell over dead. Hey buddy, how you doing? Get up. Get a second wind. Of course! Death's Embrace! They must have made camp here and Solkzagel learned of it! Wait, what was that movement just now? To the west! We cannot let them escape! What is this wee stuff, brother? You can't do it, you're not helping. Oh, that reminds me, I want to do this. So my shield appears to be on my back. And stuff. Oh, there's a duty. Wow. Hey, guys. This guy... You guys are not well-dressed. These guys are wearing sandals. Do you have any... It's fucking cold out, dude. Your fucking tootsies are gonna be frozen off in like a heartbeat. Oh, I see he's wearing the hat now. That's cool, man. Also, it's really not very good protective headgear. It protects, like, the front part of your forehead, and that's it. End of the road! They don't seem to be carrying Oathkeeper. Well, if nothing else, we can at least bring them to justice for their countless other crimes and ensure that they harm no more innocents. I mean, come on, socks with sandals? Disgusting! To arms, Ruja! For justice! For Solkzagel! Okay. I'm taking out my Odin sword. I thought the coronet would help, but that speech still felt rather uninspired. Why would the coronet help with that? Whatever. Alright, you little fuckers, come here. Your chicanery ends here! Wait, is chicanery the word I want? Love hearing really high Lalafell voice. Royalist dogs, my void scent will feast upon your souls. Void scent? I'll focus on the mage. Take care of that thing, will you? I did it. Now don't do it. Now don't summon another one, please. That'd be really annoying. Oh, you'll pay! Don't think that you won't pay! I gave that Constance's voice. That's not how Constance sounds. I'm so silly. I can't believe this lady is manipulating those gays. It's so fucked up. We did it. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, there he is. Did we win? By the Fury, we won! That villainous scum will prey on the weak no longer. Pity they didn't have Oathkeeper. Well, all in all, for a pair of paladins, eh? Back to Falcon's Nest for a well-earned rest. Oh, God. Oh. Awesome. So, the thing that I like about this quest... Fuck, I'm just gonna fucking teleport back. What do I care? The thing that I like about this quest is it kind of matches the experience that, like, somebody doing the A Realm Reborn Paladin quests would have, in that they're getting one piece of, like, the class armor at a time, and so they end up, like, wearing the boots and the hat and the gloves... and the pants, but not the chest piece for a really long time, and they just look stupid as fuck. The wheels of justice are slow to turn, as we all know too well. Even Sir Emmerich, who they say cares deeply for the welfare of every Ishgardian, even he is bound by bureaucracy. It all comes back to the war in the end. If it's not heretics or dragons, well, you know how it is. And the Forelands, well... If you head that far west without enough hired help, you've no one but to blame but yourself for what happens. So when my mother's caravan was raided on the road to Tailfeather, I was resigned to never knowing who to blame. Oh, I guess we're sharing our life story then, huh? Until Solkzagel told me all about Death's Embrace, and I realized they were the ones responsible for that and many other attacks. They chose their targets with care, preying on those who wouldn't be missed, saved by their equally powerless friends and family. By God. My brother just texted me a picture of a place called ThunderClan Trading Post. Like the warrior cats. But everyone deserves a champion. Even the least among us are worth saving. I don't know if the remaining members of Death's Embrace have Oathkeeper, but even if they don't, it is our duty as paladins to stop them. That's what Solkzagel would say here. Were he here, right? Sure. I don't know, kid. I've met the guy, like, twice. I can't stress this enough, that I've only met him, like, 2 times. Anyway. We've unlocked Goring Blade. Cool. Hey, Soul Crystal! Constant wishes to share with you a rather unusual development. Curious tidings, Ruja. Not long ago, I received word from an acquaintance of mine, Grimold, who claims to have in his possession a missive written by Sogzagel and addressed to me. He insisted that I come collect it from him in person in Tailfeather. Since we haven't any leads in our search for Oathkeeper, I see no reason to deny him. Let's be off, then. Oh, you know what? Actually, this is a really good opportunity. While we're here... Hello, Alexandre. Well, if it isn't a fellow member of the clan, welcome to Falcon's Nest, sister. I expect to be wanting to learn about the local fauna. Now that we have access to the hunt mark things, we can actually read about the various things in the area. So, yeah, let's do that. Tell me about Altisi. I was born and raised here in the Western Highlands, so I know firsthand how much the place has changed. As the climate has gotten colder and colder, creatures that were never native to Korthus have come down from the mountains to find food. The Mylodons are one such species. Time was they made their home up in the far reaches of Abelathia's spine, but ever since their hunting grounds were lost to the Calamity, they've found their way down here. They're fierce carnivores who see steel-clad knights as nothing more than a packed lunch. Altessi's the worst of the lot, mad Mylodon who's been laying waste to the local forces. The last count, more than a dozen noble lives have been lost to that monster. Krautzit. Ever come across an Achionorus? At first sight, you might think they were birds, what with the feathers and all, but they're actually a primitive species of scalekin, closer to raptors than they are to chocobos. The only thing they definitively share with birds is their brains, and that combination of mental weakness and physical strength makes them perfect thralls for the dragons, who use them to launch constant attacks on the Ishgardian forces. The knights are particularly wary of one called Krautzit. He's got such strength in those thighs of his, even the thickest snowdrift's not enough to slow him down. He races hither and thither across the snowfields, tearing apart any outpost unlucky enough to stand in his way. Those thick, meaty thighs. Mirka. Once every 100 years or so, a Yeti is born with a horn atop its massy head that is imbued with extraordinary magical power. The creature reaches maturity, it sends out a clarion call to the rest of the Yetis that unites them under the Horned One's rule. Or so it was the old wives' tale goes. The problem is, there might just be some truth in it. Convictors believe they might have sighted such a horned one. First thing they did was name her Mirka. The second, slap a bounty on her head. Yetis are dangerous enough as it is, but if this beast lives to maturity and brings them together as a single force, they could be nigh on unstoppable. First thing the Convictors did, give it a name. Second thing, tell somebody else to deal with it. Classic Convictors. Liuba. There was once a dragon slayer who was out hunting his prey on the frozen lake of Ashpool when he made a surprising discovery. An enormous animal was frozen solid underneath the ice. Thinking he could use the deceased creature's meat to lure the dragons into a trap, he lit a bonfire over the lake to melt its body free. Most ill-advised plan indeed. See, the beast wasn't quite as dead as the knights first thought. Freed from its icy prison, it began to breathe once more and lashed out all around it with elemental fury. When the dragon slayer set out to hunt for dragons, I doubt he expected to meet his end at the point of a tusk. And finally, Kaiser Behemoth. No doubt you've heard of the Behemoths, those monstrous beasts that have been a bane on Korthus ever since the Calamity. Adventurers like you have faced them in battle countless times, and have been meeting with more and more success of late. However, there is one among their number that has always made good in its escape, even when gravely wounded by the swords and spells of myriad adventurers. Due to its giant size and superior strength, it's become known as the King of Behemoths. They say that this Kaiser Behemoth, whose body is crisscrossed with the scars of 1,000 battles, seeks any opportunity to avenge itself on the adventurers who defeated its brother. If you value your life, I'd avoid doing anything to arouse its ire. There we go. That's everything there. I think we still have Tailfeather, Sea of Clouds, and probably Churning Mists to check the hunt list things in. We'll probably talk to the Tailfeather guy while we're over there as well, I suppose. Let's see. We have a fun little stream topic to talk about. I've been getting back into the depression phase of using dating apps, where nothing seems to be working, and I don't know why. While I was on my trip to Chicago with my roommate, I was still using the dating apps, just because. And funny thing happened as soon as the apps realized I was in Chicago, I suddenly started getting like rapid fire like 3 or 4 likes, just immediately. So either Chicago has like a much higher concentration of bot accounts doing stuff, or my little country town that I live in is not particularly interested in people like me. Or both. It could be both as well. Phil Skate? Well met, lass. Always gladdening to meet a fellow member of the clan, and a feisty-looking filly you are, too. Don't call me that. So tell me, what will you be hunting this fine day? Nath Comet Drone. Time was the Nath kept themselves to themselves, too wary of the dragons to ever stray far but from their own lands. Past few moons, though, the overgrown ladybugs look like they've finally grown a bit of backbone. They used to only make them muskets of theirs, to hunt for food, but of late they've been turning them on anyone unlucky enough to stray into what they reckon to be Nath territory. Judging from the number of chocobo hunters coming back to Tailfeather with a back full of buckshot, seems that includes any place in the range of their boomsticks. Someone's got to get rid of that sniper of theirs before it's too late. FFXIV. You'll have seen them bandersnatchers prowling about off to the north, right? Well, there's one of their number that can be causing the chocobo hunters such a ball ache that they put a bounty on its head. Instead of hunting for chocobos like a good bandersnatch, this FFXIV's been taking its meals from the trade caravans plying the trail twixt Tailfeather and Ishgard. Those caravans bring in the supplies the hunters need to survive, and carry back the chocobos they catch to be sold at market. The beast's been helping himself to a bit of both, and the drivers besides. The caravans are Tailfeather's lifeblood, and this FFXIV's are the knife in its neck. 1 second. Drinking some water. As it turns out, doing a shaggy voice for a character for an extended period of time kind of fucks with your voice a little bit. Pill Raster. Might not look at it first glance, but that Sawmall's an active volcano. I've heard tell there's a vast cave in the foothills that goes right into the belly of the mountain. Place with fire and brimstone like something out of the Seventh Earl. Of course, it's a paradise for cold-blooded scalekin. By all accounts, there's a load of the buggers down there in the deep, primitive lizards enthralled to the dragons. There's one of their kind that you gotta be especially wary of, an ancient archaeosaur by the name of Pill Raster. Some say he's almost as dangerous as the dragons themselves. Lord of the Wyverns. It's a better man than me that can tell one dragonling from the next, but they all grow into different shapes and sizes. Take wyverns. Start off like any other dragon, but as they age, their wings get bigger and bigger, till they're spending all their time in the air. There ain't no match for their four-legged friends when it comes to brute strength, but what they lack in muscle they make up for in mobility. A mob of the buggers can easily bring down an airship if they set their minds to it. You'd think that speed would drop off with age, but no such luck. The eldest of their number, the Lord of the Wyverns, can twist and turn like no other, ducking and diving out of the way of dragon slayer shells. Small wonder the airship captains want the bastard dead. And finally, Sen Merv. Have you ever set your eyes on a griffin, Ruja? They're half eagle, half lion, and all hunter. Just like the chocobo trapper, they stalk their prey from the shadows, or, in their case, the clouds, waiting for the perfect time to strike. The chocobo hunters or Tailfeather got a certain credo about picking when you spring the trap. Hunt the hunter, they say. Whatever quarry you're after, you better stand a better chance of catching it unawares if it's busy trying to catch its own prey. Seems it's a motto old Senmerv's taken to heart. Whenever a group of hungry beasts heads out to hunt, the king of the griffins will swoop down in the sky and carry off as many as its beak'll hold. Cool. And I think we've talked to Grimold a few times. Rouja? Grimold Rouja. I appreciate you coming out this way, Constant. I know it may seem a little odd. Frankly, it's been strange from the start. Who sends a missive with provisions when we've got Moogles running around who can do it far faster? Not to mention the fact that bandits have been raiding caravans to Tailfeather for weeks. But if it wasn't for them moving on, this latest shipment would have likely never arrived. Any road. From what I can tell, it was languishing in someone's storeroom for a while. Better late than never, though, eh? It was your friend's wish that you come all this way. Read it for yourself and you'll see. I left you a gift near the 100 Throws. Take it and become the man you were destined to be. Curious fellow, this Zaggle. Any road, if I were you, I'd head north and find whatever it is before someone else does. My thanks, friend. I shall do just that. Let's head toward the Throws and see what we find, Rouja. If that missive's any indication, whatever your friend left behind has been there for weeks now. Wouldn't be surprised if a hunter stumbled across it by now. Yeah, but he doesn't have the Echo. Hi, Constant. How you doing, bud? It should be around here somewhere. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Rouja, why don't you try let's split up and look for clues. Hang on, I want to put up my privacy screen. I want to check something really quick. Oh wait, I can't. Never mind. I forgot. I should have done it back in Tailfeather. Silly me. Hello? Oh. There's just a box. Cool. Is that a soul you found? By the Fury, it is. And look, a paler of gallant cuisses. But why? Why do I feel like I'm being led by the nose? First the journal, now this missive. There's so much I want to ask, so much I should have asked when he was still alive. Okay, bye. Now we gotta fucking go all the way back to camp. He's not even hanging out in Falcon's Nest. He's hanging out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Come on, dog. Whatever, I'll just fly out there. Let's see. What's my next topic? Oh yeah, so, on the last day of Frosty Faustings, there wasn't really, because all of the main games finished their tournaments on Saturday. So on Sunday, it was just kind of like a winding down kind of situation. There were some smaller games doing tournaments and stuff, but what I found was possibly the hypest thing of all. I found in a side room, somebody had set up a Mario Kart Circuit Rocket League tournament. So if you're not familiar with Mario Kart Circuit, it's that like augmented reality style thing that Nintendo tried to do, where you bought like real RC Mario Kart cars and then set them up with like augmented reality tracks that you could race them around. And then they released like 2 cars for it and then never did anything for it ever again because they're Nintendo. And somebody had just set up like a big soccer field with a little ball, some nets, and they were just playing Rocket League with these Mario Kart Circuit cars. Now, if you've never seen a Mario Kart Circuit car move, you know that those things are kind of slow as fuck. And you might think this does not lend itself particularly well to high-octane, sick-ass Rocket League action. But you'd be wrong. It turns out, if you make Rocket League slow and shitty, it actually becomes like 10,000 times more hype. Like, there was like a section where like all 4 of the cars were basically like mashed up against the wall trying to knock the ball out of the corner, and like the tiny little motors were spinning and they just couldn't move until finally the ball got knocked out, and people were like screaming because it was like slightly rolling towards one of the goals and then they saved it. It was kind of incredible. And the players were getting really fucking into it too, because one guy, when like his team got scored on, he like genuinely screamed and like dropped onto his hands and knees and like full on punched the floor. He was so mad. And then his team won, so it was fine. But it's just kind of amazing watching people pop off for like Mario Kart Circuit Rocket League. So I hope that guy who set that up is doing well, and that his tournament, that he continues to do those tournaments everywhere, because I mean, it was a really nice setup too. Like, it had like a viewing screen with cameras set up so you could watch the action even if you weren't standing like right up against the table. Like, it was a really good setup. It can't be easy to lug around, so I'm really happy that people got to see it. Hey man, you should go back to town. To be honest, I never really understood why you accepted me as your pupil. What made you change your mind? What did you see in me? And what would you have me do now that you're gone? So it is true then. Oh, hey man. I see we told you now. Papashan could not conceal the truth from me forever. He told me of Solkzagel's claims and your search. Who the fuck is this kid? I could not believe it. I would not believe it, yet now... What the hell? My tits are shining. My stupid rock. What's happening? Haha, yours isn't shining, idiot. You suck. Just fucking eats it. I mean, that would... What the hell? Did you just steal my soul? What sorcery is this? What could it mean? What does it mean, chat? We just don't know. He was watching you, boy. You and the soul you bear. Could he have been a minion of Death's Embrace, spying on Solkzagel's pupil? Perhaps he hoped that Solkzagel's quest would end with his death, that none would attempt to reclaim Oathkeeper in his stead. Sorry about that. They thought us broken when our brothers betrayed us, when they robbed us of the sword and delivered it into their keeping. But we did not give in to despair, nor will we do so now. Oathkeeper will be ours again, I swear it. I must return to Ul'dah for now. The way our souls resonated was unlike anything I've seen before. I would know what it portends. Pray, continue to look after this wet sop, Ruja. What do you want from me? I learned learn Divine Veil. Check this shit out. Where did I put it? There it is. Hiya! Oh shit. I better help. Remember, kids, it costs you nothing to help people do that. All according to plan, Constantine has decided on a new course of action. I'm beginning to think I've gone about this the wrong way, Ruja. I've been attempting to determine the whereabouts of Oathkeeper by retracing Solkzagel's steps, but honestly, how he came to pursue and die at the hands of Death Embrace is nearly as important as the simple fact that he did. Death's Embrace has the sword. It's the only logical conclusion. So if we find them, we find Oathkeeper. And even if I'm mistaken, we'd be doing the world a favor by bringing them to Gustus. I wouldn't presume to speak for Solkzagel, but I'd like to think that he would agree. Don't you? I guess. Yes, well, I suppose if we're gonna find them, we'd better start by asking around. Yeah, because the people of Falcon's Nest were always super helpful before. Though there is one thing which still troubles me. I think I need to speak with 100 Eyes. Goodbye. I hope that guy has fun with the Paladin quests. I know I'm not, because they're not very good. I don't know if you guys, you probably didn't recognize that Rogadin, because all we saw was his beard, but you might be able to guess what the huge, crazy twist of this is. It's not particularly hard to discern, I don't think. Oh wait, hang on. It is him! My god! Holy shit. It's a lanebird of the spiked butt. Come, I shall prove to any and all the might of the Knight's Dragoon. The grim-looking fellow there in full regalia is our company's newest Knight Dragoon. Why so grim, you asked? No reason I can fathom. But now the mood-touched lad has taken to challenging all who pass by to duels. You're free to test your mettle if you wish, but where the boys... butt. Have at them, then. No ifs, ands, or buts. Newly knighted, a lanebird of the spiked butt cannot understand why people are always laughing behind his back, so to prove that he's worthy of their respect, he seeks a battle-hardened opponent with whom he may cross steel. Remember to wear the butt. Okay, let's do it. I have yet to break a sweat. I've been waiting for this one for so long. I may not even need my butt. You guys get it? It's funny because he's saying butt. See, my brothers, this one is no match for a lanebird. I would be curious to know what the original Japanese, wording of this quest is, because I assume it's something similar. You've tasted my spear, but are you ready for my butt? Butt is just an inherently funny thing to say, that is true. He is kind of kicking my ass, I won't lie. I am a Knight Dragoon, but you are but an adventurer. I'm actually the Azure Dragoon, I'll have you know. But people actually rarely ever acknowledge that. This pitiful display will just say nothing to my brother. There's a code that you can put it in Shovel Knight that replaces every instance of Shovel or Knight with Butt. So does that mean his name is Butt Butt? Like the car? Once you've all witnessed the wrath of the spiked butt. Yes, awesome. I shall be the only one laughing. Like the surging waters of the mighty Corthus, I come. Thrust, jab, impale. Might be a play on ketsu meaning butt and tetsu meaning iron. You know, I think that is very likely. Like the majestic Corthan Puffer, I swell. See, here's the weird thing, though. I feel like a lot of the things that he's saying are more like dick jokes than they are butt jokes, you know? That's the part that confuses me, I think. Who is laughing now? It's definitely me, dog. Wish he would stop doing that attack. I also wish the Dragoon animations were not so crazy, so I could, like, read the things that he says. Wish Dragoons still had that AoE in this game. Wouldn't that be nice? We did it! Null and Void. Summons eons ago and then forgotten. Bergthurs are void sent trapped in a realm not their own. Who dares interrupt my impending victory? Hang on, I'll finish reading that as soon as a lame bird's nonsense is finished. I have a feeling we will meet again soon. Summoned eons ago and then forgotten. Bergthurs are void sent trapped in a realm not their own, determined to tear away their way back to the void, even if it means destroying this world in the process. Oh, the follow-up one didn't spawn. Unless this is the follow-up one, I don't know. I don't care, though. I got quests to do. Hi, 100 Eyes. Whatever it is, I can wait. I've work to do and no time to do it. An hour in and I just got back from helping Mom with some document shit. A classic. A moment of your time, if it please. For you, Constantine, sure. It's about Solgzagel. You never told me, but how exactly did he die? You want me to paint you a bloody picture? He was murdered. I found him and I buried him. That's all you need to know. It's just that the other day I could have sworn that I... Forgive me, I don't know what I was thinking. Don't let me keep you from your labors. Let us resume our hunt for Death's Embrace. Hello. Maybe Amaricel can tell us something of value. Hey man, can you tell us anything of value? Death's Embrace. Those bandits who used to raid caravans bound for Tailfeather? No one's seen hide or hair of them recently. Why do you ask? Uldans, eh? Maybe they ran back to warmer climes. Never understood Southrons myself. Queer folk, prone to inexplicable and irrational behavior, like those buffoons who attempt to seize the Protector of all things. Apparently, they snuck aboard some of the airships ferrying supplies to Camp Cloudtop. Of course, the Knights drove them off. Last I heard them, they had fled into the wilds, screaming, "Thal's balls this!" and "Swiving whoresuns that!" Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Ruja? Admittedly, we've no reason to believe that these men are the ones we seek, but we've been blessed with serendipity before. There's no harm in investigating, at least. Oh, I guess we do go to Cloudtop, then. That's crazy. You don't suppose the Uldans who tried to seize the Protector are the self-same ones you seek, do you? Be awfully convenient if that were the case, but stranger things have been known to happen. Yeah, multiple seasons of it, in fact. I'm just gonna teleport there, I don't care. Camp Cloudtop. Alright. We should also find the hunt guy. Here we go, or actually, sorry, hunt lady in this case. Hail, friend. You're a proud member of the clan, are you not? If it's information on elite marks you're after, you've come to the right place. Squonk! Mayhap it's because these floating islands have been cut off from the world for so long, but the Sea of Cloud seems to have more than its fair share of curious creatures. They don't come much curiouser than the Paisa. They're mischievous critters with wild, staring eyes who seem to be in a constant state of agitation. Still, they're no match for a clansman, all apart from their leader, the dreaded Squonk. I don't know whether it's because he's unusually clever or especially quick, but he's succeeded in pulling those Rose Knights' breeches down on more than one occasion. Whenever aught of import goes missing from the Rose House, you can be sure that Squonk isn't far away. Sanu Valley of Dancing Wings. The Vanu Vanu are a beast tribe native to the Sea of Clouds, and they're not short of a few decent hunters and fighters. Sanu Valley is one of their best and brightest. A Vanu warrior who wields her twin blades to such devastating effect, her compatriots revere her as a force of nature. The Rose Knights, who often come into conflict with the Birdmen, hold her in equal and opposite regard. The Vanuar want to put on something of a show before they enter battle, and it's the graceful majesty of Sanuvali's own war dance that has earned her the moniker of Dancing Wings. That said, the only wings you'll need to worry about are the steel ones she holds in her claws. Encalados. Have you ever seen a groundskeeper? No, I'm not talking of our botanist friends. They're much more up a clansman's alley. 10 foam titans born from stone and magic. Whether they form naturally like sprites or are magicked into existence like golems, I know not. One thing's for certain, though. They feed on the rocks that make up these islands and add the rubble they produce to their ever-growing forms. The one the knights call Encalados appears to have an especially prodigious appetite. Something isn't done about him soon, we shall all be living on his back before long. Or in his gullet. Seasootle. Where we Eorzeans would employ a chocobo, the Vanu rely on Sanua, a race of winged scalekin native to the Sea of Clouds. They use them as pack animals and mounts for their cavalry. Wild Sanua are fierce, independent beasts, less like to take in a bit in their teeth than their captors' gizzards. The Sanua whispers of the Vanu work wonders to tame the creatures against seemingly impossible odds. Completely impossible in some cases. The one they call Seasootle has defied all attempts at domestication, the gentlest whispers driving the black-hearted beast into a furious rage. Not so long ago, it broke free from its wranglers and has begun to take out its ire on the local populace. And the bird of paradise. The cool air and gentle breezes of the Sea of Clouds attract a wide variety of cloudkin, from the scaled to the furred to the feathered. Among the latter, there is one as revered for its breathtaking beauty as feared for its insatiable thirst for blood, the fabled bird of paradise. There's nothing it loves more than feast on living flesh. The moment it hears the plaintive cries of a wounded animal, it will swoop down from skies with talons bare, drool dripping from its beak. Something to bear in mind should you wish to hunt the bird for yourself. Cool. This fellow looks rather well-informed. Let's see what he knows. The Uldons who tried to seize the Protector? Aye, I remember them. Baffling, really. Signed their own death's warrant with their ill-conceived attack. You can be sure that House Halionart won't allow them to leave these isles alive. Where are they at? Death's Embrace, eh? I suppose it's possible they're the bandits you seek. You're welcome to help us hunt them down, if you like. The boy, too, yes? He can join my unit. Given your reputation, I think you better suited to the van. I won't let you down. We gather at the Rose House. Come, let us delay no further. I'll see you there. And off we go again. I'll look after him, Mr. Slorley. How exciting! Glad to have you with us, Mr. Slorley. Would that we could speak at length, but the Uldons are aware of our plans and have already fled to the east. Remember that these are desperate, dangerous men. Advance with caution and wait for reinforcements if necessary. With me. Can we at least give the kid, like, more armor? Because he's still wearing, like, his peasant shirt. I feel like that's like the main place people are going to try and hit him. Oh, looks like everybody is doing very well. Forgive me, Mr. Slorley. We can go no further. Hey, kid. Hiya. Don't shield bash me. Thank you. Hey, you guys alright? If only. Bastards. Damn it. I am also known to say things like this from time to time.
We have them trapped.
Be careful, Ruja. He's bound to void sent to his will. We did what we could, but we simply haven't the strength. I do. You can manipulate.
Not here. Not like this.
There we go. We did it. That was amazing, Ruja. Well fought, Mistress Lorelei. Their leader was surely the toughest of the lot. Lady Laniette will be pleased to learn of our success. I shall inform her at once. Hey, buddy. What do you got there? Gallant gauntlets. Arm gear common to the Sultan-sworn elite. Where did I get these? Unclear. Gallant gauntlets? Why would a member of Death's Embrace be carrying these? There's no way he could have possibly planned this. It's too elaborate. Nay, impossible. What other explanation could there be? We should return to Falcon's Nest. I guess we're not going to report back to the other guy, huh? That's fine, I guess. Before we cornered the leader, we came across their camp. It was plain to see that they had fallen on hard times, hence why they resorted to common banditry to survive. But isn't it strange when you think about it? I mean, if they had Oathkeeper, why not simply sell it? Surely someone would have been willing to pay a lot for it. Beginning to wonder if Solkzagel succeeded in reclaiming the sword, or if Death's Embrace ever had it at all. And by the Fury, what to make of these pieces of armor? I guess I might as well put them on. Yep, I look like a jackass. Just as I suspected. It fits perfectly. Whatever remnants of Death's Embrace there may be will stay in hiding for some time, I should think. But they should dare to reveal themselves, we shall finish what we started, as Solkzagel intended. Yay. And now we can do Clemenki. This little sword of mine. Constant looks like as though he has suffered a tremendous shock. Terrible news, Ruja. Hundred Eyes has been gravely wounded. There were wolves, and he fought them off best he could, but by the time the sentries came to his aid, I went to him to see him earlier, but he turned me away and bid me fetch you. For the life of me, I cannot imagine why. I have no idea what he wished to discuss with you, but please hurry, for his sake. They didn't even bring him inside? They just left him out at the camp over here? Are you serious? I will do what I can to ease his suffering. Wolves, swarming wolves. Reckon I've earned it. So, time to settle one last account. Go to Solkzagel's grave. Dig it up. Take what you find and give it to the boy. Won't make up for what I did to my sworn brothers, but perhaps it'll go a ways towards redressing the balance. Of course, what we've done to the boy ain't hardly defensible, no matter what he says. Please, he needs rest. Okay. Well, let's go dig up a grave. I like that they label it Grave of Solkzagel the Loyal to really make you feel good about grave robbing. Yeah, this guy that you're grave robbing, he was super cool and loyal. You fucker. You stupid piece of shit. Several foams beneath the cold, hard earth, you find not a coffin, but a small chest containing a gallant surecoat. What have you done? Oh shit, we got caught. But how can this be? Why would 100 Eyes lie to us? That bastard, I will have answers from him. From them both. Put the shirt on first. Come, we're going back to Falcon's Nest. And that's right, everybody. We do now get to go back to Falcon's Nest. Woohoo! Classic. Oh, Papa John's is here too, I guess. Rest in peace, brother. He's gone. We're too late. Janlins and I had grown worried that it has come to this. I'm sorry, there was nothing more to be done. Gods damn it all. We must have words. Constant, I go to Landsgate. Look for me there. What was it all for? Yep, he's dead. Okay. Again, can we, like, take him inside or something, guys, instead of just putting him on the fucking floor? Where the fuck are we going? Oh, yeah, all the way over there. Okay, sure. Yeah, we did just unlock Clemency. Should have been able to use it, but I guess not. We'll get there eventually. There's that cool ship. Here we are. My comrade wishes to explain himself. Where did he come from? Where was he hiding, by the way? Why the lies, Solkzagel? Was this all just some game to you? I had my reasons, as you will soon learn. That's an rather odd way of apologizing, Solkzagel. I suggest you try again. It's a good line from Papa Shan. Very true as well. I am sorry for deceiving you, Constant. Faking your death? Constructing an elaborate scenario for me to find your armor? To be honest, I'm as astonished as I am offended. How could you have possibly orchestrated everything so perfectly? Doesn't matter how I did it. What matters is why I did it. Oathkeeper is but a sword, Constant. True oaths are not forged in steel. They are sworn in the heart. To merely reclaim the sword will not suffice. It must be won by a worthy paladin. Only then will it and our order be restored to its former glory. Why was this not explained to us earlier? I don't fucking know. I don't understand. Why not simply teach me the ways, as you said you would? A sultan may move a man. A master may instruct his pupil. But only when the pupil moves himself can he become a paladin. That said, I did not account for Rouge's intervention. Master Papa Shan, as we discussed. Very well. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, mine's red. Is that bad? That looks kind of bad, actually. That also looks bad. What's happening? Alright, now we have to kill each other, I guess. Explain. Please. The souls we paladins wield are embodiments of our will. In keeping to our oaths, they go stronger, more dominant. In the presence of a particularly pure soul, others may be compelled to yield. When two souls cannot reconcile, when one cannot establish dominance, it can spell disaster. That seems awfully inconvenient. Oh, you have no idea. As the discordance between two souls grow, the aether builds and the souls grow unstable. Aye, their souls looked like they were as fit to burst with ether. Wait, you don't mean to say that their souls will be destroyed, do you? By the Fury! How do we stop it? You fight. Your souls demand it. You two cannot coexist as you are. One must rise above. Sorry, we just needed to... I forgot that he says this. You're right, Constant. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The one smart thing anybody has said during this entire quest line. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. We are paladins, defenders of the weak and needy. What madness is this that we must face each other in battle? But if there truly is no other way, I will not renounce my oaths. I will become the paladin I was destined to be. And if that means we must fight, then so be it. Okay. But, again, I don't... Well, I suppose we must take Solkzagel's word for it. I guess so, huh? I am ready. You should put the shirt on there, buddy, because I'm gonna whoop your ass. Well, I'm gonna whoop your ass no matter what, but, you know. Oh, he did put it on. And they gave him a cool sword, too. Come, sister! Don't call me that. Odin sword, activate. It's so cool. There can only be one, Ruja. Face me! Of course. I knew it wouldn't be easy. Wow, I really am up in his... Oh, he fucking hallowed ground. Okay, cool. Well... No, no, I will not yield. I like that they can just hallowed ground. Like, a paladin must be without fear in the face of... Bonk. Okay, cool. Get smoked. Am I truly so weak? No, Constant. Nothing could be further from the truth. You fought with honor and purpose. Do not be ashamed. Solkzagel. Impressive. Truly impressive. Intriguing deception that would put Lord Lolorito to shame. I assume this is Genlin's. Yeah, there he is. Tell them the truth, Solkzagel. The whole truth. Figured it out, have you? Do you still have the soul I left for you at the 100 throws? What? Oh, yeah, here. This soul once belonged to the first captain of the Sultan Sworn, the first paladin who wielded Oathkeeper. Once it shone with a resplendent light, as did Oathkeeper, but now both have lost their luster. Oh, cool, he just Yakuza his clothes off. And his armor is much cooler than ours. I have the sword, and everything I have done, that I have made you all do, has been for the sole purpose of making it shine once more. Of course! It's so simple! Wait, no, it's not. It's needlessly complicated. What of your soul, the one you gave to Ruja when you first met? I yet have it, Solkzagel. Take it, and restore Oathkeeper's light with your own. Once a man has left the Sultan Sworn, he cannot return. My soul will no longer suffice. All I can do is show another the way, and ask that she do the same for her brothers and sisters. But she does not yet stand above all others. Thought we had his old one? No, he gave us that one, and then Genlan's confiscated it because he thought Solkzagel was a traitor, and then he gave us another one. That's the one we have right now. It's really confusing, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's also pointless. No, not until she has bested me. Draw your sword, Ruja. The time has come. Sure, man. Whatever. Come, Paladin. Show me the metal in your heart and the steel in your blade. Okay. Yes, fight and struggle. Hold nothing back. Is he going to do the big slash? I'm going to stand behind him. Yep, there it is. Good, good, but it will not be enough. Oh no, he's becoming Denzel Washington. That's fucked up. Why are you allowed to do that? Have you the strength to overcome this? Yes, I do, probably. I did it. Not yet, Ruja. We are not yet finished. But we're pretty close. Performance worthy of the Warrior of Light. Wow. Yes! Yes! Don't do that, man. Really weird. Excuse me. Okay. At long last, a paladin who can make it shine again. The power of friendship. I'm the wiener. Here. Behold, Oathkeeper, bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan Sworn, stolen under my watch by the minions of the Monetarists. For years I sought to reclaim it, to redeem myself for my failure. Paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. Paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. 30 years I aspired to those ideals. 30 years I tried to live up to the example set by our founder, so revered that his soul crystal would be set in Oathkeeper's pommel. For those legendary captains of Eld, the sword would shimmer with such brilliance that night would be as day. Yet for the 30 years I wore it, it shined for me but once. That was before it was taken from me, before I forswore my oaths to reclaim it. Ruja, through all your trials and tribulations, Ace Attorney, you have remained true to yourself and to Eorzea. You continue to be an inspiration for us all. Come, take up Oathkeeper, raise it aloft and let it shine forth as a beacon unto all. You're not holding it very well. You gotta grip it a little bit more, girl. Yay! Okay, now give me the sword back. You can't have it. It doesn't belong to you. Look at how I'm holding it. You were always my first choice, Ruja. Constraint was incentive, motivation, though in the end he proved himself to be so much more.
You're a right bastard, you know this. Doing all this just to make a bloody sword shine. Praise Halone that I found a proper mentor in Ruja. Well, I may not be the chosen one, but I'm still a free paladin. That is the path I have chosen for myself, and on it I will stay.
That's great, kid. You fuck off, though.
Well said. It would not do so for you to be so easily discouraged. Genlins, I leave matters here in your capable hands. He's your problem now.
Awesome.
It's cold as fuck here. I gotta get out of here.
You've done it again, Ruja. Oathkeeper may not shine for me as it did for you, but perhaps in time it will. But even should it not, I will not lose heart, for a paladin's virtue is not in the radiance of his blade, but in the righteousness of his actions. But what we decide to do every day, we will be good men, or not. Solkzagel, Oathsworn is returned to the Sultansworn. Will you not return to us as well? Damn, he's really thinking about it. As a friend and an ally, perhaps, but not as a brother. Some bonds, once broken, cannot be mended. I thank you, Ruja, for all you've done. How strange that we must turn to a free paladin rather than one of our own to show us the way.
Yep.
Yet I suppose it is not the first time, is it? What the fuck was that noise? It seemed that some questions weren't meant to be answered, and we must simply deal with it. Ain't that the way with this entire quest? You mean to ask how I planned it all? Don't. You wouldn't believe me anyway.
So that's it? You're leaving?
Ul'dah beckons. Besides, I've nothing left to teach you.
Then I wish you well on your journey, and pray that you find happiness there.
I'm coming back, you know. There's an awful lot of work to be done in Falcon's Nest, and I did make a promise to 100 Eyes.
Oh, then I'll see you when you return.
Yep, see ya.
We should head back too, Ruja.
Oh boy. Okay, well. Hey, dog.
I'm still not quite sure what it was all for, but it seemed to have ended well enough. Suppose you ought to go back to your grand adventures and meet my paladining, or whatever it is you call it. Right then, it's been a pleasure, Ruja. Oh, but I warn you, the next time we cross blades, I mean to win. Fare thee well. See ya, fucker.
And that's it. That's the Paladin quest. Yeah, as Nico says, that sure did happen. Now, I think I should actually be able to do this. Give me a moment. I'm going to put up my privacy screen. And let's see if I am capable of doing this. Yes, I think I am. Let's see. There we are. Excellent. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the Fending Clam. There it is, in all its glory. I think it looks pretty nice. I might need to choose a different dye for the legs, potentially, but otherwise, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. Figured this would be a good set of armor to use for that. So the next order of business is I think we're gonna try and do the last rank ups for the Vath and the Vanu. So let's go do that real quick, and then that'll be it for today. Curiosity. Oh, okay, yeah. Here's a kind of what the casting glam looks like, by the way. The boots aren't what I want them to be, but this is what this looks like. Means all we have left is the aiming glam and the, well, technically both this. Actually, that's not all we have left. We have the aiming glam, the striking glam, the maiming glam, and the scouting glam left. But we'll only be seeing the scouting glam next because that's well, and the aiming glam because those are the next two canon ones we're doing. All right, let's actually, well, I can't do it here, so we'll just, Nest side story. Linuvali is ready to face the Vundu, but first would ask one more favor of an old friend. Ruja, scouts spot Vundu marching towards Okzundu. The time has come to stand against them. But before we depart to confront the Vundu, Linu has one last request of Ruja. Go to the Gundu totem pole and offer your sundrop dance. Gundu build totem pole to show reverence towards ancestors. If Ruja offers her dance, they may grant us strength to the ordeal ahead. Go and present your mightiest sundrop dance. Go to the Gundu totem pole and perform a sundrop dance, that our ancestors may grant us their blessing. Okay. Here we go. Severely nerfed sundrop dance for women. This will serve as a rotating shot to show off the caster gland. The earth quakes and the trees rustle before your sundrop dance. The Gundu ancestors look favorably upon your display and grant your allies strength. Wonderful. Thank you, Ruja. The Gundu ancestors see fit to grant us their blessing and impart their bravery and ferocity. Like the morning sun rising boldly over mountaintops, we set out with confidence in our victory. Ruja, Linu thanks you once again. Linu treasures all that she does for Okgundu Naki. Alas, this struggle is between Vanu and Vanu alone. There is no telling when it ends or how violent it becomes. Linu insists too much on Ruja already, and cannot ask her to risk life and limb. Today, only Vanu will set foot on the field of battle. Ruja, go to Okzundu and tell Chief Sonu that our preparations are complete. Then, await there for our victorious return. Alright. Today's fight is between Vanu and only Vanu. Ruja, tell Chief Sonu that preparations are complete, and then await for us there to return victorious. Okay. I am going to take this time to run to the bathroom, however, so I will be right back. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Hey, man. Ah, so the Gundu stand ready, and so as do the Zundu. We are ready to face our fates. Netherling, often do we rely on your support, and Sonu would make one last request of you. Watch over our battle with the Vundu. The Vundu stand unmoving against our dance. We must resort to blades and talons. Our tribes may not survive the day. If this happens, Sonu asks Netherling to remember a tale of our last stand. Pass it down so none forget our valor. This task I entrust you with. And now the time to depart is come. Sonu will leave with the rest of his tribe to meet with the Vundu to the northeast. Go there, Netherling, and wait. Today, Zundu's bravery shakes mountain and split skies. The Vundu will run back to their village like Paisa fleeing from hungry Sanyua. Our fate awaits to the northeast. Go there, Netherling. We will not be far behind. Oh, wow, and that's just it, huh? Zundu dare to leave safety of village? Surrender to the Gundu rebels now, and perhaps Vundu only demand triple tribute for next 10 moons. Unuvanu's children are as foolish as him. Very well. Before sharing your father's fate, bask in the fury of true warriors. I like how both sides use different drums, different drum beats. It's very nice. Uh-oh. Focus! Do not let the Vundu intimidate you. Dance as one. Heaven, earth, cower before us, scatter to the winds. Do not falter. Back into formation. Dance! Hi, it's me. Ruja! No, battle is between Vanu. Netherling, today you answer for your affront to the white. Look at my stupid fucking rendition of your cool dance. Such might from a Netherling? Zundu, Gundu, join with Netherling. Make her strength yours. God, the fact that the female version of this dance looks so bad is sucks all of the bits of tension out of this scene.
They dance with one heart, as one sundrop. Impossible! Retreat!
The white have mercy! Guys, how do we stop? How do we stop the power? I don't know how to stop it.
The sun shines down upon our victory today. Netherling, Gundu and Zundu dance as one, and the Vundu flee before us. Remember the sight of Chief Honu running in fear. Remember his frightened yelp, like hatchling crying for its mother. Vundu bluster and bellow, but their courage wilts before our dance. Once again, Ruja, our tribes owe you debt of gratitude deeper than cloud sea. Gundu welcome you always. From this day, Vundu think twice before threatening our tribes. Gundu are finally free to rebuild. Now, the time for celebration has come. At Onkudu Naki, we feast! Yay! I like eating. There we go. Weird how short that one is. But I guess it makes sense. I guess. A little bit. As a symbol of Zundu's solidarity with the Gundu, the Zundu have sent a totem pole illustrating the Zundu history. That guy is standing like super close to, like his foot is like off the edge. Did you see that? Additionally, several Vanu have fled from the Vundu and taken up residence at Okgundu Naki. Wow, we inspired them to get a grip. How nice. And we are now top Gundu, as it should be. How are you doing? Ah, Ruja, sit and speak with Linu Vali. Vundu hide in their huts, still cowering in fear of our sundrop dance. Both Gundu and Zundu stand together against Vundu oppressors, but brother and I still have much work ahead to finish building Okgundu Naki. One day, we rest and watch sunrise over Great Village. That's the same. This once lonely island grows into lively new home thanks to Ruja. Once more Gundu escape from Vundu every moon to take up residence here. One day Nettling looks over Okgundu Naki in awe. Ruja, Lunu Vanu now sells Sanyuas. Beasts are fine and strong. If one catches Nettling's eye, please let Luna know. I will in fact do that. I would like a Sanyua horn. A small bone whistle that, when blown, emits a piercing tone that resembles the cry of a Sanyua fledgling, used to summon your Sanyua mount. Let's read that as well. Sanyua. Countless turns of the sun did Lunavanu train this wild Sanyua to obey the orders of man, and for many moons did he wait for one he deemed worthy of taking this noble Cloudkin's reins. Wait he did, until you arrived. Wild Sanyua fierce as monsoon rains. Okgundu Naki began as lonely seed, but now it blooms. Gundu tribe grows bigger every day. Ginuvanu has built many huts to build. And not a lot of space to do it. Netherling, for generations they will tell of Chief Honu's defeat. Zundu and Gundu celebrate their victory as brothers. As long as our tribes stand together as one, then we have nothing to fear from the Vundu. Eat! Eat until stomach swells. Inuvanu outdoes himself again. Villagers grow in number and bring big appetite with them to Okundunaki. Inuvanu knows this because he was catching enough fish to feed whole village by midday. Now he fishes from sunrise to sunset. Gundu and Zundu can work together to reap the earth now. Soon, every Vanu will be adorned with precious flowers and enjoy gift of fruit from Gundu soil. And we also have Ronuvali. Vundu make Ronuvali dance day and night. When Ronu learns of Okundunaki, she escapes at first chance. Even Vundu tells story of Chief Hono's defeat around cooking fires. Ronu ensures all Gundu dance with ferocity. And then... hey, buddy. Free of ceaseless interference from Vundu menace, Okundunaki continues to thrive. One day, Muna tells Netherlings of his stories. But not today. Gundu still have many requests to make of Ruja, but like Sanua that carries Master from dawn to dusk, Netherling earns her rest. Let's go check in with the chief and see if he has anything else to say. And then we will be off to the Gnath. The Zundu and Gundu talk of Netherling's dance. She is worthy to dance alongside fiercest Vanu warrior. Our tribes grow closer by the day. Together we are no longer fear the Vundu. Linuvanu is formidable dancer. When Zundu and Gundu dance as one, Vundu run away faster than scared Korrigans. Well said. Alright. Annex Shrine. Actually, Tailfeather. Excuse me. Oh boy, we might get out of this earlier than I thought. I did not realize that those quests were so short. All right. What should we do this as? Doesn't really matter, I guess. You know what, we'll do it as Paladin. Show off our cool new fit. Resistance is futile. The Vath deft arm sighs soberly. Master, I only wish to help Lostass Vath. A well-meaning wish. But now, it seems it will ruin us. With my travels, I have greatly angered the Overmind. I have brought this misfortune upon our colony. It is my duty to rectify it. Thought long and hard, and there is only one way to avoid war. I will destroy the Overmind himself. Without his guidance, the One Mind will not know what to do. They will grow confused, so confused, they cannot go to war without a leader to command them, yes? So I will give myself up to Lost Nath, willingly, for the Overmind to come out of his nest to cure me of individuality. In that moment I will strike. If I submit myself to the One Mind's thoughts, he should not suspect. Should not. Master, when the storyteller spoke of true purpose, it caused me to reconsider my own. Perhaps becoming an adventurer was not my purpose at all. Creating the guild, traveling to distant lands to secure resources, treating with the dragons, perhaps these were to serve as a greater purpose, to protect my colony. I will not shirk this duty. My sense of self is strong enough. I will be victorious, as I was at Annex Shrine. Master, I cannot ask you for help this time. The storyteller will have need of you at the colony. Should I fail in my task, all Vath must prepare themselves for war. Forgive me. These are difficult things for me to say. Very difficult. But I must. So, farewell for now. Wow, big stuff. Oh, we missed the beginning of that little thing. Hopefully we'll have time to cash it again later. There is a slight change to the dialogue that they have. You look troubled, Great Hunter. Is there something amiss? Yeah, the Deft Arm is going to try and assassinate the president. Of the Overmind. Of the One Mind, rather. The fool! The Overmind will gladly welcome him into his arms. Even should he strike down the Overmind, it will be for naught. When one falls, another rises. So it has ever been. Great Hunter, we are vulnerable to the Overmind, but his thoughts hold no sway over man. Only you can pursue him. But Storyteller, even should she find the Deft Arm, there are too many drones in the hive for them to escape. Too many. The Overmind could command them all to strike at once.
We must try to reach him before that happens. If the Deft Arm enters the hive and is cleansed of his individuality, the One Mind will go confident, very confident indeed. His recklessness will only spur them to swifter action. Let us hope there is still time. I will try to summon the others, those who may be willing to help us. Hurry, Great Hunter, to Lost Asnath. I make for the Hunter's camp at once. Do not let the Deft Arm reach the hive. We shall remain here and prepare our colony for the worst. Go. Let me see if I can trigger this again. Nope, okay. I might have to be gone for a longer period of time then. We'll see if we can get it when we come back. I'm not exactly sure what triggers those, like, those little events. Guys gone. Dot, dot, dot. Uh-oh. It is done. He is cured. Ooh, that guy has a big hat. He must be the big cheese. You come in vain, fleshling hunter of gods. Sense of self no longer exists in this one. He is ours once more, one with the many, in harmony. Harmony that you could never hope to achieve. Your division breeds chaos, murder, war. You do not understand peace. Would that you could learn, could link. Our harmony is beyond your kind. All submit to a single thought here. We do not quarrel. But you, fleshling, you sow discord. You nurture deformity. You would murder the many. If you thirst for blood, hunter, then sate it with one of your own. Leave our hive at once. I refuse. Release the Deft Arm. Yeah, give me back my friend. Give me back my son. You do not understand. The non-mind's senses of self fester and corrupt the whole. The non-mind threatens the natural order. This one's presence is poison, anathema. We feel it growing, gnawing, presence yet apart, defiant. No longer it ends. Corrupted flesh must be destroyed before it grows and claims us. We know your strength, warrior. We know your thirst. Grant him his death, or will you let him grant you yours? Deft Arm, stop. Remember who you are, Deft Arm. You're Deft Arm, Deft Arm. Remember?
deft arm.
What is this? The seams. They tear. Impossible. No, we are the many, and you are one. Even if you stray, you cannot escape. You will obey.
Oh hey, it's the storyteller.
You forget that the Vath yet have allies, powerful allies.
Yeah, and also the Convictors are here as well.
Give him hell, Deft Arm. You're stronger than this. You are an adventurer, are you not? Pull yourself together.
Without Deft Arm, who will Dry Docks share stink eggs with?
The power of friendship. Deft Arm, Deft Arm, Deft Arm!
Whoa! He just blew those guys. Whose thoughts are these? Silence! Silence! The link, it bends to his will. One speaks louder than many.
Master, storyteller, I know you all, and you know me. Yes, I am the Vath Deft Arm, adventurer and protector of my colony.
You... None would dare assault us. You know not what you have done. Withdraw. I'm leaving. I'm taking my toys and going home. What the fuck was that? Oh, I think he broke him out. Or something. I like that the dragons didn't send anybody. They don't care. Those who have always followed the will of the Overmind know nothing of other powerful bonds in this world.
I felt a great fear in him, greater than his hate. I believe the One Mind will avoid us for some time. I felt such emptiness, as they feel. There were no shapes, no flavors, no moods. There were no questions, no answers. Only a single command, to obey. I could not accept such a world.
Good work, buddy.
I was able to regain myself thanks to you all, but now I feel so exhausted. Let us return home, to the guild.
Although I guess supposed to be fair, if like, you know, Vidofnir or someone dropped down behind all of the friendship gang, that's definitely the most like, we're gonna defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found ass situation ever. Because it's like, oh no, like three fleshlings and a goblin, and then, you know, like an elder dragon drops down and the Nath are like, oh, you know, actually, I think we're good. Let's back out. Yes, they did start their bullshit on account of the dragons. The only reason they hadn't expanded previously is because they were afraid of the dragons. And then they managed to just kill one. Hey, buddy. You did it. I guess.
My friends, I cannot thank you enough for coming to my aid.
Friends, now don't go thinking it's because I'm soft, because I ain't. The hunters have been dependent on the steady flow of arrow shafts from your guild. It'd be too much trouble to go back to fetching them ourselves.
The putrid incense supplied by the guild makes my eyes water, but it keeps the convictory blessedly free of dragons. You know, the thing we're looking to hunt.
Gobbies cannot get enough of guild stink eggs. Drydox gets shivery shakes without them.
I never realized the guild has become so important to so many people.
I like that this guy in the background, he's just petting an invisible cat.
Lost Vath no longer lives as a parasite thanks to the Adventurers Guild. Our sustainability is guaranteed as long as there are those willing to accept our help. The One Mind believed that we were alone, that we only survived by clinging to each other. That was their conception of a colony. To welcome strangers into the hive is unthinkable to them, and our advantage. Unlike the Overmind, we can forge alliances with others to enrich our colony. They cannot ascertain our strength, and that is cause for them to leave us be. Much cause indeed. The non-mind have much to be thankful for. It seems we have become too useful to those around us. We are sure to repay our wonderful allies' kindness in whatever ways we can. Even so, I yearn to experience more, to explore new lands and meet new people. I have learned much from your lessons, but it is time to be my own master. I have burdened you long enough. I know that I have much to learn, and that try as I might, I can never be as strong as you. I must develop my own strengths and see to the guild and its future adventurers. But someday, I hope to join you. Your pupil will make you proud. Wait for me, master.
Good job, buddy. You did it. And now we're sworn. Ah, we missed the conversation again. Vathcore. That's right.
Master, what a pleasant surprise. Such busy days have I have. Training, journeying, teaching. Never expected such a life, and I'm happy to live it. But what brings you to Lost Vath? Come to undertake tasks like old times? Yes, old times. Come, show the others how it's done.
There's also an adventure over here. I have fulfilled my duty.
Very good, we have your reward. It's not Gishel greens, is it?
He's not answering her. That's not a good sign. Let's see. Stick Peddler, hello.
Welcome, mighty hunter. Do you see them? Yes, we now sell Kongamato. The kin tamer was most unhelpful, so we were forced to capture them all by ourselves. Ugh, it was terrifying, but a stick peddler must provide for his customers.
Yeah, let's buy a Kongamato. Whistle. A small conch-like whistle used to summon a Nath-trained Kongamato. And let's take a look at that. Kongamato. After hatching from an egg laid near the riverbanks, the Kongamato larva spends its early life as a water-dwelling insect, its maturity signified by its metamorphosis, during which its wings sprout forth and it takes to the sky. Kongamato can be fickle, yes, very fickle, but they always return home to us. He is my first Kongamato. We have been through much together. He's the sole reason we are known as the Kin Tamer. Oh yeah, Kenai.
We were hesitant to stay at the Adventurers Guild, but here we found there is always something new to discover. We enjoy meeting new people, exploring new places. We have learned much working with you, Great Hunter. You will continue to visit our guild in the future, yes?
Probably, yes. Fleetfoot.
We must admit we were doubtful at first. Yes, doubtful, but with your guidance we no longer hunger. We have allies. We know now that our colony does not need to isolate itself. We are very grateful. Our dear sister, welcome back to Lost Vath. Look around, have our hive flourishes. We are ever grateful for your guidance, for leading us to this new way of life. What of the Overmind? He yet seethes in his hive, but we are certain he will think twice before threatening us again, as long as we have the Adventurers Guild and our cherished friends.
That's the same line as before. Hello, Chronicler.
The Deft Arms Guild brought us many things, many resources. Little by little, the colony grew and changed. We Vath are parasites no more, capable of standing on our own, surviving on our own. The Deft Arm made this possible. He made unlikely allies, treating with man, goblins, and even dragons. This Adventurers Guild will be his legacy, and it is my purpose to see it remembered.
Nope, that's the same. Okay. Well, that is, everything I wanted to do then. I guess the one thing I have left to do, first, I want to see if I can get one of those dialogues to trigger again. That would be really cool if I could. Oh, yep, here we go. Guy coming in. I think this might be just an adventurer, potentially.
Got a dangerous task for you. Is the guild up for a challenge? We do not fear the wilds.
Cool. I might try and catalog all of those in the just like straight up Vath video, because there's a number of those that happen. We're gonna dip back to Ul'dah real quick because I want to check in with Genlins before we end, but that will be the last thing that we do for today. Before I go do other stuff. Chamber Rule. There he is. Hey, Jen.
I should thank you, Ruja. The way you made Oathkeeper shine was truly breathtaking. Pity that Sulk Zagel found it necessary to subject you and Constantine to such trials. Not that I can question the results, I suppose, but I cannot help but wonder if there was a far simpler way. I hardly need to explain how the return of Oathkeeper has lifted everyone's spirits, though has yet to shine for me as it did for you. It still serves as a potent symbol for our values and beliefs. Had Sulk Zagel simply delivered it to us, it would have been much the same, I expect. Yet after going through such efforts to reclaim it, I suppose it is somewhat understandable that he would want to bask in its legendary radiance, if only for a fleeting moment. Really, though, I cannot imagine why you would feel the need to ask me that, unless this is some sort of test. If so, I say you are spending entirely too much time with Sulk Zagel. Monitorists. Yup. I suppose it bears repeating that the Monitorists were also the ones who once employed Death's Embrace, the assassins who stole Oathkeeper years ago, with Sulk Zagel later recovered. You ought to know this, seeing as you were there when he returned it to us. Then again, there was rather a lot going on at the time, so I shouldn't wonder if you were confused. I know I was. The one saving grace of the Paladin questline, I think, is that even the NPCs in the Paladin questline are like, man, that shit was fucking stupid. Let's never do it again. Speaking of never doing it again, let's go talk with Papa Sean one last time, see if he has anything else to say. I don't think he does, but you never know. Hi. Oh, this is actually relevant. I knew it could not be true. In my heart of hearts, I knew that her grace was still alive. It must come as a great comfort to you as well, Ruja, to be able to come and go as you please once more. Well, I actually could do that no matter what, believe it or not, because that didn't have a consequence on my gameplay. But that's going to do it for me today, folks. Thank you again for joining me on this fine adventure. As for what's going to be in the next couple of days, tomorrow, where there's going to be more Borderlands happening, so look forward to that. Probably going to be starting earlier again, sometime 2 p.m.-ish maybe, so look out for that. And then we have probably the final part of the Lego building stream coming up on Tuesday, I hope, and then we will see what comes of next things. Well phrased, me. But I will see you all next time.